Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think we are back and I think we are ready to go. Had a blue screen there, so I was spent a little time working on fixing that issue, and I think I got it. Fixed. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I should have fixed that. I went ahead and I TP'd out just to be safe. I didn't want a blue screen again and take the risk of losing my items. So we'll continue where we left off. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Actually, that was the first time I've experienced a blue screen for that purpose. So I think I got it fixed. Hopefully we'll be okay. Give you guys a little time to jump back on in. And we will hit it hard. I know we were talking about it right before we... in the last stream. Hopefully my abandon didn't cost me a major item there. It very well may have. But I think we got an okay connection right now. Everything seems to be... Yeah, everything seems good as far as I can tell. So, let's jump back in on Mount Olkep. I went ahead and I refilled the coffee, so now we're going to be hitting 3 cups, guys. So we're hitting my limit. Somewhere in the middle of the stream, I might be like, guys, I'm not feeling so good. I'm gonna switch to water. Okay, we're back in it. Here we go. Knocking them out one at a time, knocking them out. Anyway. I think the last thing we were talking about was the Enjin and EFI token, comparing it to the Maker DAO and the DAI token. I do know that Enjin is going to become stakeable to earn you rewards paid out in EFI token. But according to the white paper, I believe that that's about... that the total amount of EFI that can be earned from staking will be 15% of the entire pool. And I think that 15% will be devied out over the course of 4 years. So that's one of my main, don't get me wrong, like staking Enjin is going to be good, but like the value, I think the value added of staking, I don't know. It's going to be a good one to keep an eye on, but I'm concerned that the value of staking isn't going to outweigh the value of it being the currency of the ecosystem. Now, if it may be possible, I guess if you're going to be, yeah, because then I know you're going to be able to pay with multiple tokens, but if you're going to pay with EFI, you're giving up governance. If you're going to pay with If you're going to be paying with Enjin token, you're giving up staking rewards. So are staking rewards that earn you governance equal to? Well, I guess it would you're really only giving up 15% of governance compared to full governance with EFI. Give up the chance to be a correlator, but since there's probably only going to be 3 or 4, the top Enjin wallets, and I would assume those Enjin wallets over time will be the developers if they're not already. I would assume they're the ones that would be holding that spot in that title, which makes sense. So I'm kind of not weighing that into consideration, at least not at this point. All right, now we get some people coming on here. Thank you guys for jumping back on in. I just had a little blue screen there, so I went ahead and fixed the issue. So we should be good to go. Audio level should be back up. Connection seems to be good. Not dropping any frames. We should be streaming in 1080p, 60 frames a second. Bitrate looks good. Continue where we left off. So I think I need to head back. I chose the wrong path to go down. I'm surprised this guy... Yeah, there it is. Surprised he wasn't firing at me from the start. Let's just go ahead and go back. Kill more or buy from Emporium? Oh, yeah. It's probably talking about the starting quest items needed for brand new players coming on in. Still, 518 is not bad. The more and more players that join slowly over time, the better. They're still going to get a major advantage in terms of XP grinding before, I would assume, before the game goes back to being fully opened with new accounts. Super new to this game, but you're an old WoW player. Yep. Yeah, a lot of players agree with you that this game is extremely, has a lot of potential. I can see it just as much as I'm sure you can. Hey, there's our first blockchain item of the day. A little bit of red rock dye. I'll take it where I can get it, man. Can never worry about a blockchain item. If you want to come get me, come get me. Actually, you know what? Damn. I probably can't kill them. Let me see. Oh, shit. Seriously? That's going to cost me a lot of health. Okay. I wanted to kill him because you never know if an enemy's holding a blockchain item in him. Down to 2. Okay, we're going to have to play this. We're going to have to be careful on this run. I just wasted 3 harvester charges for 2 enemy kills and a chest. But after I heard that that K George almost got a blockchain item and almost abandoned. I mean, got a Rain of Fire, mythical bow, and almost abandoned. I have to check everything now. Nick jumping in on YouTube. How you doing, my friend? Good to have someone streaming. Yeah, Red Rock Dye is only in mounts. So I guess we technically don't know anymore because it used to appear in the... It used to appear... Oh, it's not going to say here. Yeah, it doesn't even... 1, it doesn't say here. And 2, it used to appear on the adventure screens and not anymore. But traditionally, Red Rock Dye was only found in the harder dungeons. Maybe in Old Kept Caverns too. So I'm not sure 100%. But I would assume that it's probably the same. Probably. See, I shouldn't have face tank. I gotta stop face tanking. I'm gonna be way too low on health since I wasted the charges. All right, we gotta play smart here. I'm gonna have to go into it. I need to get out of the... Okay, I got her. She'll spawn. Oh, I beat her. I beat her before the spawn. Gonna have to go here. I'm gonna have to concentrate a little here, boys and girls. So feel free to drop your questions in the chat, and as soon as we finish this run, I'm gonna get to them. Help you guys out as much as I can. Just can't take any unnecessary damage. Hopefully I wrap it up. Hopefully I wrap up this dungeon pretty soon. A blockchain item and a spectral soul shard. Damn. Oh, he missed me. That guy missed me. Go to work, Void Goat. Ugh, bad timing. Come on now, get me through this. No damage, no unnecessary damage so far. I think we might have one more lock-in room to accomplish. He's gonna spawn the Wraith. Got him. No spawn necessary. Oh good, that's the end. Is that the end? Yeah. No, that's not the end. Ah, he hit me. A little slow. Oh, I didn't see that guy in the corner. Alright. Didn't see that guy either. Fountain of Youth? Nope, that's gonna hit me. Oh, he missed. Alright, give it to me. That was a slow shot too. Don't get hit by the fire strike, flame strike, whatever they're called. Double flame strikes. Yeah. Juked him. Juked him. There's the end. Okay, now that we've cleared, I should just clear the end, guarantee my win. Alright, there's the, oh, what? Seriously? Come on now. There it is. Alright, there's the guaranteed win. Now let's let some of the energy recap. I'll use the last harvester charge, and we're good to go. There's still some enemies alive over there, so gotta be careful with that one. Okay, we are back at it. $16 wraiths. That's not very much. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch it and go to Ulkept Caverns real quick and see what the count is over there. I think it might be a little higher. I would assume if we're getting 16 to 20 in mounts, we're probably going to get 20 to 25 in Ulkept. Oh, there's a Fountain of Youth. Sweet. Thought I had my bow out for that one. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. So I've been streaming, been watching this TV show Away on Netflix. Been marathoning it. We got 2 episodes left to go. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying it. I just don't think that here's the last lock-in room. I just don't think that they renewed it for another season. So that kind of sucks because I was really enjoying quite a bit. Where's my void go? Oh, is he locked outside? Yeah, he's locked outside. Okay, that'll 100% the run. Give me this last mining spot. Give me my first blockchain item of the day. You know what? Maybe I should actually... You know what? I'm not... I'm going to do another mount run just in case. Someone might have just turned in that red rock die and it might be sitting in mount right now for someone to find. Some more red rocks to find. So I'll do one more here. 14-minute run. Yeah, well, I took it slow. That's why. There may be more to find. Let's find out. And then if there is, then I might just stay here, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I mean, you can never go wrong with the bonus XP that you get in this dungeon versus any of the others. So we're gonna see. I need to see how the crypto markets are doing right now. I do think, you know, a lot of players are trying to value a lot of these NFTs and blockchain items, different projects. I don't care. It doesn't really matter if it's Lost Relics or Axie or CryptoPunks or Top Shots. Like, the crypto markets in general are going to affect how these items are valued. So I do think it's really important, especially for new players, I mean, by all means, like, if you're enjoying the game, you know, buy any items that is going to help fulfill you. If you're going to have fun, enjoy it, you know. But if you're really going to be sitting down and talking about, like, I personally think that this play to earn journey is going to be like twofold. It's going to come from a combination of I mean, it's already showing to be the case this way, but a combination of earning through play and earning through investment, just like any other industry. And by play, you can replace play with labor. You know, you can look at play as labor. And if that's the case, then players are going to need to know how to value these items appropriately, and they're going to be valued based on how these crypto markets are doing. You know, I just don't see another way around it. Let me know if you agree or disagree, but that's where I'm putting my eggs in that basket. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the course of... Like, I mean, I saw Bitcoin hit 42K the other day, and at 44K, things are going to get quite exciting, in my opinion, if we break out past 44K. I mean, it's tough because, like, I'm under the firm, and I think I'm the oddball out, but I'm under the impression and opinion that these crypto markets are now firmly in the control of investment in hedge funds. And if that is the case, like the same old logic that we used from previous cycles to be able to predict FOMO, be able to predict price spikes, like is no longer gonna apply. It's actually going to be a completely different way of thinking when it comes to investing. And that's, I mean, this is what these guys do for a living, and they eat new players for lunch, you know. And by players, I mean investors, traders. So we're gonna have to see, but I do think a lot of people, I mean, we've already seen it, like the combination of like major players shorting the market a few months ago to drop the price, liquidate all these individuals, plus like these different companies, different countries coming out and starting to make their own impressions on the crypto markets with either direct purchases or through legislation is a major aspect that people need to give serious credit to and respect to, because they are going to be the ones that are going to be in control. You know, that's the other thing I keep thinking about too, about like centralization versus decentralization. Like, I don't see a world where like both can't exist, where one wins out versus the other. I just don't see that as a possibility, at least not in the short run. But But I think so many people are going to be like in the mindset of like it has to be decentralized 100% of the way, and I just don't see how that's going to be possible. Like not only from regulations, but just from like the actual technology scaling. Like the typical trilemma, right? Security versus scalability versus centralized slash decentralized decentralization. The give and takes of how blockchain technology currently works. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I mean, you all know I'm obviously bullish for crypto. While I'm mining this, let me check what TradingView is saying here. Oh, that's another thing. I need to go look at my Splinterlands holding. All right, looking pretty good. Bitcoin looks like alts are rebounding a little bit. My recent Polkadot pickup is doing very, very well. Had a good discussion about that one too on the last stream. Not today, but on my previous stream probably about a week ago. In case any of you want to tune in or check that one out. The other like the two things that I'm trying to put together, because like right now it does look like that we're shaping up for like China versus United States in not only like in terms of like wherever these global economies are going to next. And I don't think it's a coincidence that China came out 2.5 months ago with the whole banning of Bitcoin mining. And I mean, they obviously were extremely serious. Like there's no question about that. But now that we hear like that seems like that was step one in terms of like an overall process or rollout of whatever their new strategy is. And if that is the case, I mean, when you think about it, like first they banned Bitcoin mining and had people, flee the country, not in terms of the like individuals, but like the equipment and the businesses. And then this week we started to hear about major crackdowns on large technology firms within China, which puts, I mean, you would assume here that if China is fighting back against big tech, I kind of now understand the play about banning Bitcoin first, because now that they decided to make like Bitcoin's attack on Bitcoin from the Chinese perspective, it closed off one of the it didn't close it off, but it reduced the likelihood of people being able to like flee capital out of the country using Bitcoin. Because you could have a company or individual buy Bitcoin, leave the country, redeem the Bitcoin in whatever new country they end up in, to be able to extract wealth out of China into whatever new jurisdiction they're moving into. So like they did that first before they did this attack on technology companies, which makes sense. It's like, hey, if you know that you're going to make this major push against these major companies, like first thing you would want to do is like shut the doors so that they can't get out. And while that shutting of the doors is not going to be perfect, it is going to be, it does make sense. I get it. I get that they did that first. If these two are linked, and I don't see a way that they can't be linked with how big of an impression China is making. Let's see, jumping back with YouTube really quick with Nick. Is there a date when we can expect something for Lost Relics, or is Cliff purposely keeping quiet so he has no pressure to release to the hungry mobs? Like, first off, I do agree with you in terms of the pressure aspect. Like, the truth of the matter is, and we've discussed this a little bit, but the truth of the matter is there's way too many gamers for the amount of crypto gaming projects that currently exist. I mean, if Axie Infinity is having or had issues with their servers from being, spammed with new players and new accounts, and that company has raised multi-million dollars prior to that, I don't see how any current game on the blockchain would be able to compete with the amount of demand that players would be able to bring in. So I do think that is one issue. In terms of updates, like, I do think we have a chance that we're going to get an update before the Halloween event. One more major update. Based on stuff Cliff said in old streams and, in Telegram and Discord, I mean, the likely things for you to be on the lookout for would be like, one would be forging. A new forging production skill could be coming. He's talked about that a bunch. You can also expect that some type of new like fiat on ramp for new players may be in the cards from what he's discussed. Also could be the fleshing out of the Shadowstone systems possible. He may finish updating the system to be able to allow players to withdraw, but I would assume that would also come with more than just the withdrawal feature. But we don't know. We don't know what that holds. Excuse me. Yeah, I do think that there's a likelihood that there will be one more update. Obviously no guarantees before Halloween. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Let's see, did I miss any pass? No, we're good. The fact that Cliff started to allow players to come in by purchasing a 7-day pendant or higher does kind of tell me that I don't know. I guess you could look at it from both perspectives. It's really hard. We're just speculating at this point. In terms of the way I look at it is preparedness for whenever that next update comes out. Like one of the main reasons that I continue to grind out the levels is because we don't know if this next patch, maybe he releases new items that can be scavenged past level 40. Maybe level 50 or level 60 is the next big one that can be, even if it's just one item. Maybe he puts a new item for every one at level 10, one at level 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean, that's completely possible. Doesn't mean that it will happen, but if it does happen, I just want to make sure that I'm prepared for that to occur. Obviously, for new players, I do think that everyone is going to have a chance to farm these future blockchain items out, but there obviously needs to be rewards for those that have put in the most time and most effort into the economy, and because you have to look at it from because in terms of this economy, it's both Enjin and Shadowstones, I should say, and time, because like time, really the amount of time that you spend playing the game is what earns gold in this economy, which flows to other players, which helps them progress in the game, right? So just by being active, by earning gold, and obviously not just hoarding the gold, but like spending it, helps the economy flush out, or helps for there to be movement. That movement helps new players and old players alike. Velocity of money, velocity of gold. There's a lot of, we're still in pre-release early access, right? All right, what did I hit? All right, there's another blockchain item. I think we're staying in Mount Olcat, peeps. 2 runs, 2 blockchain items. Let's go. I'm also kind of feeling like I should go back and get that blue gram. I just love the blue gram so much. Maybe it's a personal play style. A lot of people say that it's faster to do it with bottle, but I just don't like being without my blue gram. 2 blockchain items in a row. Can't leave Mount Olcat now. I'm going to go right back into it. So, Nick, have you hit any blockchain items recently? Have you been playing, or you just been spectating from the outside? Once again, guys, if you're jumping in on the stream, you're watching in the background, glad for you to be here. Feel free to lurk all you want. Just do me a favor, go ahead and hit that sub button. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, or hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're there. And also follow me on Follow me on Twitter. F Munoz CPA. There's my handle. What is this guy doing? Let's go, baby. You want to dance it out? You want to dance it out? Oh, he's much faster than me. Oh, okay. I won. He found me. That was cool. Gotta love it, man. Skilling's the number one. Let me see. Hold on, Nick. Let me clear this room real quick. Let's see. Nick's coming in. Of course, skilling is the number one priority. Also, for that reason, I just hate that the game gets... I'm guessing you're saying locked when something new comes... Flocked when something comes out? Like events and people come in and cash out. I don't know, man. I think that is going to be necessary, right? Because the idea here of them cashing out means that other people are buying in. Right now, if it's not, I mean, of course, you would want to have as many new players buy in versus it getting, but in terms of it staying like the same, like we would hope that if the Halloween event comes out, that we have a growth in terms of players that decide to want to invest, quote unquote. And when I say invest, just hold their items for a little while, or at least are willing to see how the game plays out over time. I've always told everyone that I think this game is a 3 to 5 year investment. And for me, I'm barely at the end of year 1. The game's at the end of year 2. No, entering middle of year 3, I think. 19, 20, 21. 19 is 120. Beginning of year 3. I'm sorry, end of year 3, beginning of year 4. Assuming it launched in May of 2018, so that would be 19, 20, 21. So that would be just hitting the 3-year anniversary. You just hit the same drop. Oh, nice. You just hit the same drop. You got the Sapphire? Nice. Yeah, man. Stick with me, man. You're my good luck. If I hit something, you hit it. If you hit something, I hit it. Let's go. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Yeah, I think I want to go back for that blue gram. The bottle's just overkill. I'm sure it helps me clear one or two mobs faster. Maybe generously 5 or 6 mobs faster, but so if we're hitting these, excuse me, if we're hitting these items right now, I think that would be safe to assume that people are now, since yesterday was Friday and today is Saturday, people are now entering into their silver bounties. Maybe people completed bronze bounties yesterday, going for silver bounties today, like I am, sure, like you are. Let's hope. You just hit level 50. Very nice. Yes, it is a game changer. It is definitely a game changer. Does level 50, where does level 50 put you on the leaderboards for combat? I don't even know what that means. Maybe you don't. Maybe level 50 is still beyond that. But I'm not sure. Just a good question to know in general. Let's see. Game leaderboards. What is top 100? You have to be level 69 to be top 100. Got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah, but now that you're going to have access to that stash, your farming rate is going to go through the roof. Looks like someone is farming some engineering. Mirix wants to buy 5k coal. I don't think I am going to How many coal do I have? 3,000? 2,400? First day on the internet. That's funny. Yeah, man, that online number keeps jumping. Up 100, down 100, up 100, down 100. That's good. I still remember back in, June 2020 when we had 600 monthly. Just a matter of perspective, really. Looks like the computer's good. No more blue screen. Had to... Actually, I don't think I technically fixed the problem. I do think I did solve it from blue screening right now, so we'll be good there. Did you see the... Yeah, I found the blue screen. I found the error. Actually, I have to thank Cliff for that one, because like a year ago, I was streaming, and I hit blue screen while Cliff was in the stream, and he sent me a DM just saying, hey, here's how to track down what the issue is. So I tracked it down right now. We're all good. Turned off the application, and I'll work on getting it updated for later on. Glad I found it too, because definitely need to take care of it. Also, for a bunch of you that may be interested, just depending, I'm not sure if you are. According to the white paper for Enjin, for the EFI token, the very first public sale, the vesting period ended yesterday, which means that those tokens are now going to be able to be, they're going to be free to be moved. So if they are, I would keep an eye on CoinList. I think that's the name of the website where they did the sale. I would keep an eye on CoinList because they may be listed soon for sale. I do think I saw a Twitter post about it, but it was one of those things that said something like possibly coming soon, not like announcing that it's already up or whatever. Of course, I don't know how much demand there'll be there originally. I would assume like every other listing, you'll see a spike and then a drop off as time passes, but who knows? You missed the sale by an hour? Yeah, man. I was in the US, so they would not allow me to participate. Freaking SEC. This is not going to take a lot of damage here. That's exactly the time when you need the bottle. What would you say, KG? Go switch out the bottle, go back to Blue Gram to get an extra few seconds, or keep the bottle to go through the mobs. Hey, what do we got here? What just happened? We got a follow. Slice Dice. Slice and Dice. What's going on? Welcome to the strike team, baby. Thanks for jumping on in. Hope you're doing good. Hope your grind is going good if you're playing. And if you're not playing and you're just wanting to check out the game, feel free to shoot me any questions you have. We'll help you out. You'd see get the Ring of Pyre. So if I switch out the Ring of Pyre, what am I going to switch it for? For the bottle? I mean, I kind of really don't have any health issues right now with the bottle and the pumpkin. I do need to. I do need to. I mean, it can be extremely beneficial. I guess. What would I go instead? I guess if I had Bird's Beak, that would. I could do Ring of Pyre. Probably switch out the. If I had the Ring of Pyre, I could probably switch out the Archer Ring. And go Bird's Beak for some more increased time. Or switch out the. I don't know. I wonder how much damage I'm taking to fire. I actually haven't used the Ring of Pyre yet. I could craft it, but I'm holding still. We'll see how the bounty race goes. So that's it. You run Harvester, Pumpkin, Golden Egg, Pyre, Band of Brutality. Yeah, the band. That's another one I need to. Again, been holding out because of the race. But we'll see. That race will probably get resolved, I would assume, in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know, maybe. I don't know how many players are still in it, to be honest. You realized it? A ton of damage? More than 10k? More than Archer Ring? Maybe you're right. I mean, let's see. If a Harvester 9,000 times 5 charges, that's 45 health, 4,500 health. It's probably definitely going to be, in terms of Harvester, it's probably the health portion of Harvester. You'll probably definitely save that much in health, I would assume. Maybe I should just buy it. The Band of Brutality, what are your thoughts on that one? That's an interesting one I've been keeping my eye on. My thought has always been that if I don't end up getting the what's it called? Not the Sand Dragon, Soaring Dragon. What's the name of the sword? I can't even remember. If I end up not getting the sword, then perfect. I go ahead and spend all the bounty bucks on all the items, and we'll be good to go. I mean, as long, I guess, as Cliff doesn't... I mean, I guess he could technically shut down the bounty shop once that sword's gone. And, like, reset it and be, like, brand new items for both virtuals and a new reward. I guess I completely missed this spot. I don't think that's likely, but it's possible. The Band of Brutality is on your wish list? What is it? Remind me what it is again. Plus 5. It's 5%, 5%, 5%, right? I guess damage, attack speed, defense? Is that it? I'm a personal fan of the percentages. Yeah, you personally hope that it doesn't get reset? Yeah, 5 melee, 5 attack speed, 5 movement. 5 movement speed, that's my movement. So it's 5 melee, not 5 attacks damage. Because then it would be obviously only melee. Okay, let's go switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and go to Old Kev Caverns really quick and see what the Wraith count is over there. Because I think, what did we see here? I did 2 runs. I think I did 3 runs and got 50. So it's like 17, 18, 18, 18 is what? 30, 16 is 46. No, that's not even enough. 15, 15, 15? That would be 45. So 15, 16, between 15 and 17? At least not out of the blue, at least. At least not out of the blue. Yeah, I agree. It'd be, I mean, if he was going to do it, it would be cool if it was like, hey, countdown timer, like 1 week remaining till bounty item reset or something like that. Just to give some people some info. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to switch it up. I'm completely blanking. What am I doing? I'm going to Mount Old, going to Old Kev Caverns. Any legendaries? Let's just try this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I feel a little... Maybe I've been drinking too much coffee. I feel a little like... I think the caffeine's hitting me. This is literally the third cup, so... I don't know. What do you guys think? That Bandit Brutality does sound nice, though. It really does. I would assume for the bounty shop, the sword runs out. He gives it a month before he puts up another item. And see, the thing is, I just don't know how often those virtuals are going to switch. Maybe they never switch, or at least maybe they never switch. Yeah, I like your loadout for sure. Oh, we should definitely get loadout buttons, loadout slots. You know, that would be a nice little quality of life improvement. Obviously, not priority right now. So. Is this a longbow? This is a longbow, right? Yeah, it's a longbow. Only use harvester when you're in lava rooms. So yeah, what was your loadout again? Egg, pumpkin, harvester, egg. Okay, so the egg is your regen. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to switch off the coffee. I don't know if it's like it's causing me not to focus. But I'll finish the last cup. I'll finish the cup. Oh yeah, we were supposed to keep track of how many wraiths in here. Hey, has anybody been working on that wiki? I saw someone make a comment online that checked the wiki or something. And I was just like, wait a minute, I thought the wiki hadn't been updated, but maybe I just haven't been paying attention. The Roaring Sand Dragon, that's what it is. Roaring Sand Dragon. Rigor priority tanks all my damage. I was shocked to find out how much fire damage you actually take. I believe you. So, is lava damage different than fire damage? Doesn't it just say burn now? Like burn damage? Because you were saying you use your harvester in the lava rooms? Or you just meant like... What did you mean when you were saying about the lava rooms using the harvester? You know, like Ring Applier actually might be better value for me, at least in in Old Kept Caverns, since I don't have that not able to use the Archer Ring. What do you think the odds are that he converts some of those? Like some of those would be really nice blockchain items. You know, what are the odds that? I guess. Do you think like once he makes something virtual, like it has to always remain virtual, I guess is my question. Buy the ring and take a run, Striker. I need to see it before buying. I wish I could, man. I'll tell you what, when the bounty race is over, I'll gladly buy it and show you. How much is it going for in terms of gold? Actually, I could buy it for gold instead of buying it for with bounty bucks. And I think we have been noticing, you know, since the Shadowstone, since the Blockchain Emporium, I think we have been noticing that that blockchain items seem to be revolving more than they were before. Would you all agree with that? So you think it's around 500 to 600K? You got mine for 400? Very nice. Very, very nice. Great percentage increase there. Okay, so this is probably... I think if the lock-in room... Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think lock-in rooms... if the lock-room room continues, that is the correct path. I don't think there's a lock-room room that ends in, like, isn't the final path that you need to go down. So we'll tally back. Incorrect. Incorrect. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's find out. I mean, this wouldn't prove anything. This would just be one run, but... Double lock-in room. Next room was a dead end. Do lock-in rooms proceed, like, are dead ends found after lock-in rooms? Why am I feeling that that's not... Can be really random. Yeah, just my brain trying to, like, come up with a pattern to randomness. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was also the guy that was just like, wait till 2 a.m. because the clock on the tavern says like 2:20. Open your bounties at that time. Bounty chests. Oh wait, what? Oh man, misclick. You've been trying it too? Yeah. I love it, man. Love it. Sooner or later, one of us will figure out the pattern. No, we never will. But it's fun to think we would. And once I go to Brawn Woodlands, I think there's 12 nodes there, right? 12 divided by 83. So what's that? 6? No. 7? 7. 7 runs. 7 runs at 10 minutes a pop, an hour, 10 minutes. You know, I can't wait till we get like community events, you know, like... you know, the community has 1 week to kill, you know, 10,000 nether demons or something like that. That would be cool. More co-op based events than competitive based events. And don't get me wrong, like I love competitive types of games. I just don't know why. I think I would prefer, at least in this case, to start off with co-op. There's only 8 nodes? There's only 8 in Brawn Woodlands? I thought it was more. I thought it was 12. Why did I think it was 12? And I didn't drop the blue gram. Way to go. See, like here, the Ring of Fire would be really nice. Really, really nice. Hold on, guys. Let's clutch through this real quick. Perfect spot where the elite can't hit me. Oh, he can hit me. He missed his first shot. He hit his second. Death traps jumping on in the house. What's up? No, I'm not saying 8 run. Oh, 8 runs. 8 runs. I get it. 8 runs if you hit 11 instead of 12. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Makes complete sense. Makes complete sense. It might be popping a potion here. Oh, this is the end. Come on, boy, go where you at? There you go. Hit that one. Very nice, very nice. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm not doing too bad. We were talking a lot about crypto markets a little earlier. That had 18 in it, 19 in it, 19 reefs in it. How long did it take me, guys? 10 minutes, 11 minutes? I didn't see the time. Did anybody catch the time on that last one? Let's go run it one more time. So I think I was at 51. I finished at 68. So that's 17. It's pretty much the same as Mount Olkep. And if it's the same as Mount Olkep, then I'm just trading fishing XP for combat and mining XP, I guess. But my fishing XP, I mean, I could use a lot. I would like a lot more fishing XP. 17 reefs, which is pretty much the same, right? That's where I think in Mount Olkep we were at between 15 and 17 in 3 runs. There's so many times that I wish I kept like a gaming journal on this game, but every time there's, I don't know, it's one of those things that like sounds poetic in my head so that later on I can go back and be like, oh yeah, you remember the times when blah, blah, blah. But then like when it actually comes down to doing it, it's kind of like, We really should. I've been playing with some different ideas here about like, I don't think Lost Relics is in the state to implement some different projects and ideas that I've been thinking about and constructing on the side. I haven't really shared them, to be honest, and I'll probably be holding on to them for a little while, but where the hell was I going with that? I'm like I'm definitely not focused at all. Where was I going with that? Keeping a gaming journal. I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh well, it'll come back. It'll come back. So it's the same, and I probably did some ideas. Game's not in the developing stage. Yeah, but I brought that up for a point, but I can't remember what the point I was gonna say was. Gaming journal, keeping a track of history. Oh, yes. Like the idea of, like we really as a community, we really should be documenting like the progression of this game. You know, even if it's just the stories of like, you know, how the Christmas event played out, or like how the very first time that someone that you know, did something, or just, you know, the history of it, like so that so that as a community we can look back and reflect on like how things have changed, like how the community has grown. It's just like the lore, you know. I don't know. I think there's not. I don't know. I just think documenting would not only be a fun process, but would also like give people the ability to look back and be like, look at the journey we've been down, you know? A lot of players have like spent so much time in this game that I do think it's like, I mean, it's going to be stuff for sure that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I mean, I've talked to you guys about how this game specifically has helped me through the pandemic. And yeah, those are memories that I don't want to ever forget. Friendships made along the way kind of thing. Drink more coffee, yeah. How much do I have left? I don't have very much left. Yeah, I definitely can't focus right now. I think I can probably do Mount Olkep faster than I can do Olkep Caverns. So transitioning back over there for bounties at least would probably be the way to go. You can be the one-eyed raven from February 2020 and beyond. I like it. We need to get you the title, the one-eyed raven. That's got to happen. Well, there's a lot of fire damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna have to call it after this run because, like, I'm out of it now. Get a little R&R. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best to continue a stream every now and then. I probably still am not at the point where I can go back to the way I was streaming a year ago or in 2020, but the goal hopefully will be able to get back to that for sure. Like if we get an update, like I'll be here 100%, but right now with work I'm very close. I always say that, like I'm very close to being like in the perfect spot and then everything changes again, but I really feel it this time. Give me those spellbinding powders. Yeah, I know. I love Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones is awesome. I actually like putting Game of Thrones YouTube clips on in the background while I'm grinding Lost Relics. Let's see. Jumping back in with Coco on YouTube. When do you think the game's gonna update for co-op? If I had to guess, I would assume co-op would be something that comes out summer 2022. I would assume like 1 year from now. I think that would be a good bet, plus or minus a year. But who knows? Maybe he already has something up his sleeve. Because I mean, if it was me, right? If I was running the business, I would want to probably get an update out, whatever I was working on right now. You know, probably use August as its launch, maybe September. I would prefer to get something out in August. Of course, I'm not a developer, guys, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I would assume get something out in August, take a break for September, and then spend all of, because once October comes, if he keeps the same format that he used last time, like he's going to be like in complete work mode October, November, December. Then maybe take a break January, February, and prepare for Easter event in March. But also maybe, hopefully I like the way he has the event structured right now. I'm sure he's going to put some new flavors on it. But if he keeps it the same type of structure, then he can do the work, creating the event work once and using it 3 times for the year. That would be a good method so that he can continue working on other stuff. But, who knows? I'm just making stuff up the top of my head. Yeah, this game, game's definitely a work in progress. For those of us that have been around for a long time, we've seen dramatic changes. I was here before, but I was playing when Adventure Stones were out, which, was its completely own thing. Turning in quests to get blockchain weapons, so on and so forth. Then how it adopted free to play. Then how it adopted brand new skills, brand new maps, brand new enemies. So definitely a 3 to 5 year project. Let's see. KG says that he thinks the magic weapons and stuff will come out first before co-op. Yeah. Do you think that those things will come out before or after Christmas event? Because I would assume Halloween and Christmas are going to take all of his time. I don't think we should expect. Or maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think we should expect an update of that caliber during event season, during holiday season. But maybe I'm wrong. Hey. Demonard, welcome to the strike team. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Let's switch it back up. We'll go back to Mount Olkep, since it's a little easier with my loadout. You would want event things like golden eggs behind skills above level 20. Yeah, that'd be smart. That'd be interesting. Let me think. Above level 20. Or maybe not. Even if it was something where like golden eggs for everybody, but then like a crystal egg level 20, which is the same thing as a golden egg, but maybe with like a very, very slight buff increase, loot increase. And when I say slight, I mean slight. Just to give people something a little bit more. Here's a good one for you guys. Do you think what's more likely what's more likely that an update in 2020 will give us grinding abilities past 40 or not? What's the more likely outcome? KG thinks not. Yeah, I would think so too. I'm in the not camp. Okay, how about items above 40 before or after co-op? Again, I'm just going with the idea that co-op is a year away. Let's see. MR222 jumping in on YouTube saying, "Is it still earn to play? How many dollars per day?" So, if you're looking for dollars per day, you need the only game that's out there is Axie right now. Maybe I don't know how Splinterlands is doing right now, but yeah, we're not at that stage right now in terms of this game. Right now, people, if you're playing Lost Relics, and the way to earn right now is basically through investment. Investing in items that over time have appreciated, and or you can level your skills up for a future event, in which case some blockchain items may become farmable. And if they're farmable, then you can start to look at it the way you're looking at it. But I wouldn't do that right now. Mr. Deuces. Let's see. Kalex man. Do you earn something from that game? From Axie? So yeah, Axie right now does have it's probably leading the charge in terms of the free to play play to earn model right now. You can earn a certain amount of days assuming that you're able to play the game, because you need to, you know, right now I think it takes $1,000 plus to get into the game. If you get a scholarship, you can earn a portion of the daily rewards from somebody else's Axies. Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for jumping on in. Let's see. Snuggle wants Slight Nuggle wants 80 plus item specific drops. Yeah, I'll grind the skills up to get my mining to level 80 for sure. I would not mind that at all. But I don't think it would go over too well. I mean, we gotta it's interesting because I do think that there is a model that should exist for higher end players to earn. I mean, the time and the effort that's been put in, you know, deserves to be rewarded. To what degree is the question. Just like anything else, the more time you work, the more time you put in, you know, the better it should be. Hey, Tyranitar coming on in for a sub. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you're streaming today. We're finishing the coffee, guys, even though we said we didn't really want to. We're finishing it. For sure, man. For sure, man. Hope you're doing good with Axie too. What do I think about Myst? So I like to separate NFT projects, not only gaming, but projects in general, from development stage, or I'm sorry, like proof of concept stage and development stages. So like new projects that are coming out that are simply conceptual, you know, within a white paper or without an actual product to show, is at one level for me. And then the next level is once a product, even if it's not at its full potential yet, but once a product is actually able to be played or used by community members, that's another level for me. So that's how I separate out those two, you know. So, you know, all the new games that are raising, I mean, I do think that there is merit. I do think that, you know, using selling blockchain items prior to a game's release, I think is a legitimate way for a game to raise funding. I just value those items differently than I would value other items. What bow and axe am I using, says Marco Wells. I'm using the Dark Scourge and I'm using the Void Ripper. Both of them transcendent weapons, because right now I am running Mount Olkep, the hardest dungeon in the game. But yeah, we're doing good right now, enjoying it. You know, I kind of think here, I'm trying to think out, like, you know, with the developments we've seen, not only with Axie and Splitter and Lands and other projects. It's going to be really interesting about making predictions on where the free-to-play is going to go. But I am a firm believer that the free-to-play model is going to be adapted in multiple different visions. I actually see the free-to-play model, and I was talking about it with Flux a little bit on his stream earlier. I actually see the free-to-play model working. I think the free-to-play model can be a not substitute. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a... What's the word I'm looking for? Like where it helps improve upon the current models for esports and competitive games. I see that as definitely being very beneficial for esports and that. But I actually think the free-to-play model is going to be much more valuable for the casual market than it is going to be for competitive markets. I think they're just going to be completely different models. But my point is that, like, I think casual games are going to be able to benefit greater than everyone is currently giving it credit for, because with a free-to-play, with a play-to-earn economy, developers are able to share in the economy's rewards to their player base, and then thus through behavioral economics, like, increase the value that those players are receiving. If that's the case, players are now able to get a little piece of the pie where that pie never existed before. So games in which network effects are much more prevalent. So like games like Bejeweled, games like Farmville back in the day, games where where there were heavy player bases that came on board and stayed over a period of time, I think are going to be the most to benefit from the sharing of that revenue amongst the different players. It's going to be interesting. Dinner time. Okay, KG, go enjoy your dinner, man. Hope you're doing good. You don't really want to spend too much to get blockchain items. Yeah, definitely. I can see where you're coming from there. Luckily here, probably over the course of the next update, I would assume, is when new players are going to be allowed in, like the new free players are going to be allowed in. Right now you can jump on in by buying a pendant. But let me see, what do we got here? It's just a matter of perspective. I do think you're going to be able to earn some blockchain items with just by playing for free. I mean, other players have already been doing it, but those blockchain items are definitely going to be probably walled off behind time. You're going to have to put in a significant amount of time. So for some people, that time is better paid to earn those items, or to acquire those items. And if you look at it from the perspective that I typically do, I see a lot of these items as investments. You know, the value that you're paying for them now versus the value that they'll be worth in the future is in my opinion that's not the right word. Definitely a way to profit, I guess you could say. What's a realistic budget you need to play with the game? For this game, I mean, I guess to play the game you just need to buy a 7-day pendant if you wanted to get in right now. Which I'm not sure what the price is for a 7-day pendant is right now. Let me see if I go to the shop. 7-day pendants are $11.50 US. So I would say that's your budget. You can play for free. Excuse me. I mean, if you wanted to get a higher end loadout, you're probably looking at legendaries right now, which go like somewhere between $50 and $100 per item. So that's like on the higher end. Mythicals and Transcendents are significantly much more expensive. So the normal player, I wouldn't say there, but you could get probably for $50 a epic set. Back in the day, just 4 to 6 months ago, legendary, $100 budget would get you legendaries. Now, because of the way the game's growing, $50 budget gets you epics. Again, going back to the idea of investment, the investment thesis here. But isn't it all based on Enjin? Yes, it is based on Enjin. So yeah, that is something to, and that's why I'm saying that I think it is going to be a little easier for the crypto community that's getting into blockchain to progress in terms of NFT gaming than it will be for the general gamer. There's a large learning curve that needs to happen, and that players will need to learn and experiment with. I do think that is where the future, I do think that in terms of the competitive aspect of free to play, I keep saying free to play, of play to earn with respect to competitive games, I just don't see a way that the top players are not going to be able to manage, the top players are going to be forced to manage crypto positions if you're going to be in a top competitive field, a competitive game. Just the same way that you know, professional sport teams have to manage player budgets, have to manage, like, you know, part of competing to play for the baseball World Series, you have to be able to put together a budget to manage like players' value and worth, and then to be able to compete against other teams. Same exact thing I think for competitive play to earn models is going to exist. You're going to have teams that are going to be like the Yankees, where like they have enough funding and resources to just be able to buy the best items to be able to compete. And then you're going to have other players that are going to have the knowledge and the know-how to invest the money appropriately to be able to compete at a much cheaper valuation. And those players, I think, are going to be the ones that are going to be the most successful. I'm sure models will be able to be created to help mitigate that, because it is going to be difficult. But yeah, because we are in crypto. And a lot of these items, I mean, NFTs right now are being priced on how crypto performs. So, you know, how Enjin does is going to be determined by how Bitcoin does and how Ethereum does and how Polkadot does. So, like, you need to know all these things in the future. For right now, like, if you wanted to make a a one-time investment, if you're making it for fun, by all means, like, you don't need to do that homework. If you're making it because you're trying to earn over the course of, I mean, if you're trying to make this a career, like, that's some of the basic knowledge I think you're going to need to know. And it's going to take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But just like with any other profession, you know, the people that put in the time and the work to understand some of these models are going to be the ones that are more likely to succeed. You know what I mean? But in terms of the play to earn model, I mean, Axie is proof of concept that it can work. I don't necessarily think that it is good. I mean, and everybody would agree that it is not fully fleshed out yet. I was about to, but it has proven itself. It has proven itself at this current scale. Yeah, could there be drop off? Yeah. Could the market tank? Yeah. I would expect it to. If it doesn't, it's not a healthy market. But it's gotten to a level now that can't be questioned. Where it goes in the future, I mean, that's a completely different question. But it's proved some things to people. How common are blockchain items from chests? I mean, like right now, blockchain items for chests. I mean, I guess what kind of chests? Like chests that, like bounty chests? In general, I would say low. Your chances of getting a blockchain item right now are low. Doesn't mean that you won't. I hit 2 blockchain items today already, both on this stream. So it's possible. Completely possible. And if you're lucky, I mean, KG, who just stepped out for dinner, KG just hit a mythical rain of fire, probably like within a week. You know, an item that's selling for, I mean, I don't know, between $1,500 and $2,000. I don't know what it's going for. I'd have to go check, but easily somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000, I would assume. So, like, is it possible to earn? The answer is yes. Should you be looking at it? You should not be looking at it as in terms of working for money right now. You should be looking at it in terms of investing. If you even want to invest. And if you don't want to invest, you can play for free. And if you're lucky enough to hit an item, all right, Fragment, Ogum Claw. Legendary Ogum Claw just dropped. Let's go. Give me that bad boy. Oh, hold on, drop this. Boom, boom, boom. But we will see how this all progresses. But I think what's more important to take into consideration and to keep in mind isn't necessarily that one game is popping off versus another. I think what's more important is going to be the fact that the ecosystem, like play to earn is going to become its own. It's going to become its own genre. And the health of the players within that genre is going to be like how to best evaluate the economy of the entire space. We're not there yet, but at some point in time, it will be easy for players to be able to make transitions from game to game. So let's say I get tired of Lost Relics and I want to move over to Splinterlands or move over to, pick a game. The ability for you to sell these NFTs and immediately purchase other NFTs for the game you're in, like pretty much transferring your wealth out of one virtual economy and into another will become more and more easier. Players are already doing that now. Just be very careful, because with the way the crypto markets play and how early we are, I can easily foresee a world where someone takes their wealth from one game, transfers into another game at the wrong time, and loses 50 or 60, 70% of that wealth. And then wants to transition back and will not be in the same position they were before. It's very... because we're so early, the risk is very high. So as long as you understand that risk is there, you're one step ahead of the crowd. Because unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be learning the hard way. I mean, that's just naturally how things progress. But it really, even that statement comes down to like your time horizon. Like how long do you expect to be in one game for another? Or how long do you are you setting roots down in one game? Or are you wanting to flip between all the games? It also, obviously with high risks come high rewards. Like you could be able to leave one game at the right time and go into another game right before it explodes. The valuation of those new NFTs that you just purchased double or triple. You sell out, go back into the original game, and now you have 3 times the amount of items you previously had. So it can work both ways. So let's see. So no need. Let's see. I see. You need to buy the weapons to run harder dungeons to get more expensive drops. So the drops can happen in any dungeon. You can get an extremely expensive item in the very first dungeon. As a matter of fact, a player in December hit one of the most expensive items in the game, level 3, in one of the beginning dungeons. So you don't, that's not how, you're not gatekeeped in that way. Some items, however, are behind levels. So for example, my level 40 woodcutting, this is a blockchain item that can only be scavenged at level 40. So some items, yes, but I would say for 70-80% of all the items in the game, you can get them in any dungeon, in any chest, in any enemy. The harder the dungeon, though, means there's more enemies. And you can kind of look like at each enemy. Each enemy is its own treasure chest. Each enemy has a chance to drop an item. So the dungeons that are harder have more enemies and thus have more treasure chests in them. You can look at it like that. But just because there's more chests doesn't mean that the chest that you open in the lower dungeon has a better drop rate. The rates are the same. Your chances are the same. For, like I said, 70% of the items in the game, I would say. Yeah, wrong path. Oh well. The other thing to think about, I remember, it's just gonna, these discussions are gonna be rehashed. Like every time the play to earn network of players, take all the players all around the world that are playing play to earn games, or games that are trying to be play to earn. The same questions keep getting asked about, is this item worth X amount in dollars, or is this item worth X amount in whatever cryptocurrency, that is part of the ecosystem of their game. That's going to be a common argument that's going to be made. I think I've come to the realization now. I can see the argument both ways, but now with more time and more expertise in the field, it's very easy. Most players, the newer you are, the more likely you are to view these items in terms of dollars. And the more you progress, the more you realize that the true valuation of items are being held in the cryptocurrency of the respective field. And that's just because when you're starting brand new to crypto and to crypto gaming, you don't really understand the currency conversions. It's too difficult for you to comprehend. So you choose in the beginning to do what's natural for you and to view everything in dollars. As you progress, you start to realize, wait a minute, my dollars are fluctuating, changing all the time, which means these items are changing all the time, based on crypto markets, and crypto markets are dramatically volatile. So then you start to ease into the idea of like, hey, for example, this item used to go with for a certain amount of Enjin, regardless of what the dollar value is. It's holding it's easier to view the trend in Enjin in this case. That could be you know, if we're playing Axie, Smooth Love Potion, or for breeding costs or whatever. So that learning, that education is going to be costly for most players. You know, another common one obviously is fees, gas fees if you're on Ethereum, and whatever the fees are, however the fee structure is going to look like when we adjust to Polkadot or other proof of stake networks. It's going to be interesting, but yeah, I think we're in for one hell of a journey, guys. Okay, guys, I'm probably going to call it after this run, get some lunch. If you got any last minute questions, drop them in chat. Do me a favor, hit that follow button on Twitch and the subscribe button on YouTube. Coffee officially finished. No more coffee for the day. Switching to water now. Yeah, I need to eat. I need to get a workout in. I'm going to be marathoning away, hitting the finale later on today. That'll be fun. I'm grabbing some good food for sure. And probably going to wrap up this bounty on the next my next playthrough. But thank you all for jumping on in. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll take a peek and see if there's somebody that I can raid here in a little bit. Do me a favor, guys. If any of you are in the Lost Relics category, find me a streamer in there that we can raid. And we will go from there. Wrapping up the stream, I think we did pretty good today. We hit a couple blockchain items. We had a good discussion on the crypto markets and where we think we're at. You know, for any of you that jumped in towards the end, feel free to check out the VOD a little later, the video on demand. It's broken up into two videos since I blue screened in the middle of our stream today. So first stream will be a little bit more about the first video will be a little bit more about the crypto markets, what to expect here, like a, you know, short little recap. We're at an inflection point. I do think there's a small chance that we have a pullback here, but I do think that once we break out past 44K on Bitcoin, we're off to the races. We may see an exciting end of the year like we did in 2017. You know, personal projections, like I expect Bitcoin to hit past 100K and Ethereum to go past 10K over the course of time. If we hit some major exponential growth. Maybe the top for Bitcoin would be 300 and Ethereum 30K, maybe 40K. Major plays that I'm looking at right now, obviously Enjin token. Enjin. The EFI, I've been keeping an eye on EFI tokens that may be looking to go on sale soon now that the vesting period has ended. Made a major play on Polkadot. Back almost hit the exact bottom. Missed it by like 20 cents. So very, very happy with that big investment. Glad that you grabbed a couple ETH. Yeah, very good idea to grab some ETH right now. ETH is weird. I mean, not weird, but ETH is going to be probably the coin I'm keeping the most eye on. Not for its like appreciation, but just more because since we're about to get the new 1559 rolled out, I expect to see some major changes with fees coming soon. I still don't think that it's going to solve the Ethereum 2.0 goal. I actually am betting, and the reason why I went on Polkadot a little heavier right now is because I'm betting that Polkadot will be able to meet its current vision of a sharded blockchain with these parachains before Ethereum hits Ethereum 2.0. Personal projections is that Ethereum 2.0 will hit end of 2022, beginning of 2023, and I think Polkadot has a chance to accomplish that before then. Regardless, Ethereum it has gotten to such a level that it will. It is. It is a blue chip now crypto chain, and it will be an extremely heavy force to reckon with into the future. I don't see anything. As long as they manage this transition safely, appropriately, the future is bright. But because we're going through that transition, that's where the risk comes into play. What else? I mean, that covered a majority of it. We talked a little bit about how, my thesis in terms of what's happening in crypto and what's happening in the global macro environment. I think that was pretty good for today. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Let's see if we can find a streamer really quick to raid for Lost Relics. But I think let's go ahead and go over to Abruptor really fast. Interesting. Why? It won't let me raid. That's weird. Huh. Oh, there we go. Just needed to do that. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I will be doing my best to be able to be with you guys a little bit more often. We will see how the work schedule plays out. Until then, make sure to let them know Striker says hi. I will catch up with you guys next time. Peace.